Hi, my name's Edward Bodner. I'm a PhD candidate here at the University of Manitoba in the Department of Chemistry. I was born and raised in Winnipeg, and so it was a logical choice for me to attend the University of Manitoba. Winnipeg is a diverse city. It involves a lot of arts, including things such as the Royal Winnipeg Ballet. There's events such as Festival de Voyageurs. We have multiple sports teams, including the Winnipeg Jets, Winnipeg Blue Bombers, as well as the Gold who play baseball. While attending the University of Manitoba in my undergraduate degree, I met Dr. Helene Perreault, where taking her class bioanalytical chemistry. Through taking that course and through interacting with her, I had the opportunity to work in her lab and then go on to pursue a PhD with her. Here we study something known as glycomics. Glycomics is very similar to proteomics, and many people might be familiar with proteomics from the human proteome in the event that we want to study the entire amount of proteins in a cell or organism. Glycomics is similar. Glycomics involves glycosylation, or sugars in the body. So unlike proteins, which are a linear driven process where we can predict the amino acid sequence from mRNA and DNA through translation transcription, glycosylation is a post-translational modification. So in doing so, you cannot predict what type of glycans will be present on the protein at any given time. Because of this, it makes it very challenging to study. Glycosylation is involved in a variety of biological processes, including cell-to-cell communication, cell proliferation. It's also involved in a lot of diseases such as cancer metastasis, as well as rheumatoid arthritis. And so because of this, we like to study these molecules in order to help predict and diagnose different diseases. To do this, we study this by mass spectrometry. Mass spectrometry offers high resolution, high sensitivity, and allows us to characterize these post-translational modifications in more detail. Specifically, my research has involved developing methods in order to look at these molecules in greater detail. While we look at these with proteins, and proteins are very easy to look at by mass spectrometry, glycosylation is not, and this relates somewhat to the hydrophobic effect. Since glycans are very polar and they don't ionize well in mass spectrometry. So in order to improve this, we develop methods in the Perreault lab to look at these in more detail. One specific aspect that we've been involved in here at the University of Manitoba while I've been here is something known as the monoclonal antibody network. This is also known as MABNet, and MABNet is a multi-laboratory approach across Canada, and it involves the production of a single glycoform on a monoclonal antibody. So a monoclonal antibody is just like what we have in our, unlike what we have in our body. We have antibodies floating around such as immunoglobulins, and we know these go throughout our bodies and they attack antigens and help to fight diseases for our body. So depending on what type of glycosylation is present on the antibody, this can dramatically impact its function and its efficacy. Through the monoclonal antibody network, we're aiming to design a single type of glycoform, one that has one that's designed in order to have a specific function for a specific task. We take this all the way down from the cellular level through characterization, what we do in our lab, all the way up to testing these antibodies to see their functions. Outside the university, we have the advantages of going to many different conferences where we could present our work in the form of posters or an oral talk. That event for me is known as the American Society for Mass Spectrometry, or ASMS. And this event holds maybe 5,000 to 10,000 people, and it gives you a really good chance to interact and network with people. Through doing so, I've met various people in the forms of academia, industry, and different levels of government. In doing so, I've had the opportunity to meet somebody and network with them, and they have actually offered me the opportunity to pursue a postdoc position at the Food and Drug Administration in the United States through some of the work that I've done here in the Perreault lab.